I don't get people sometimes. So we have Kristin Juszczyk. I don't know the last name, but Kyle J. We're just gonna call him Kyle J. Right? And I'm just gonna call her Mrs. J. But Kyle J is an elite fullback for the 49ers. This is a very elite fullback. He's one of he's one of the last of like the fullbacks. One of the last of the fullbacks. Like very elite, very great at what he does, very vital to what the 49ers do, to keep it a buck. But I didn't know he had a wife, but it is what it is. So here we have Kristin J. She got a licensing deal with the NFL and will be able to legally use team logos in her clothing designs. Now, she has been gaining some fame by doing this. She made something for Taylor Swift. She made a jacket for Taylor Swift. She made a jacket for Simone Biles. And basically, she made a lot of those jackets for women that had husbands playing in the NFL or boyfriends playing in the NFL. And she would make it, and she put it on her Instagram, and she got some fame for it. She got some money from it. And for some reason, she got hate for doing that. I'm like, okay, what would you rather her do? What would you rather her do? Like, but it was particularly from, I'm sorry, our sisters hating on her. I don't know why. Maybe we're just too used to, because by the way, Kyle J, he's a white dude. Maybe we're just too used to seeing girlfriends or ex-girlfriends of Negro ball players going on Love and Hip Hop or basketball, and wives loving basketball and shitting on him instead of doing something productive, right? So here this is a commercial that she put on her Instagram.
You need to get a real job. That's just a hobby.
Anyone with a smartphone can shoot videos these days.
Why not pick a career with more stability?
Isn't it just pressing a record button?
It's a very competitive field.
How's your little business going?
You're not going to make it.
Your calling is currently unavailable.
So she made like something for Simone Biles. She made something for someone else. She made it for a lot of women, particularly. I think she did have some male design. I don't know if she did, but I saw like mainly women wearing her, like high profile women wearing her stuff. Now, I don't understand the hate that she was getting for doing. I don't understand it. I've never heard her talk. Like, what the fuck? She just decided just to market herself, just take advantage of the position that she's in, being the wife of an NFL player, so she can get into certain spots and use it. And instead of using that platform to be unproductive, she's using the platform that she has to be a productive person, try to pitch her ideas, whether it be her little business, right, or her little clothing career. At least she's doing something productive. But look at the comments. look at the comments. If she was black, they would have shut her down, and she can't even use the material. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this is where I was just like, what does having to be black or white have to do with any of this, right? And right here, someone put me onto this information. Kia Tomlin, a black NFL head coach's wife to Mike Tomlin for the Steelers. She is a fashion designer, and she has a grown women football wives collection on the NFLshop.com. And I had to look this up. I was like, oh yeah, she do. Now, I didn't know this at all. But the way people were acting like black women didn't have the because I didn't really notice, because I didn't care. But the way people were hating, I was like, who said that black women couldn't do something like this? Like, nope, no. I'm in this marketplace, people are not stop. Dude, Kayla Nicole Ostrago was able to be in the presence of a was able to be in a suite with the rest of the NFL players' wives, and she wasn't even. So I was like, what are you who's stopping black women from doing that? So I'm like, so instead of hating, why don't you just support her stuff? Because I didn't even know about this. But it's just basic. They said the hood's been doing this for years and blah. I'm like, look, man. I understand that there's a lot of black people that don't get the credit for doing things first. Trust me. I understand that. Trust me. But instead of we have this, the thing is, what we don't do, we'll do something very impactful, right? But we will not patent it, right? Or we won't copyright it, or we just think that people are just gonna just respect our thing without any pushback. You know what I mean? But this, like, comments like this when they say they would have sued a black woman for everything but this fire. But I'm like, Kia Tomlin has a deal, right? But it's like, it's like it is what it is. But I feel like the hate that Kristin was getting, Kristin J, and I don't really care what happens to her. I don't care if she really gets money or anything happens, with her business, because it's really none of my business. But the hate that she's getting, or I think it's hate. It's not even a matter of, oh, black women can't do this, because if you already knew, then you would have known that Mike Tomlin's wife had the same deal, and y'all could have just supported her without making a big fuss about it. You know what I mean? And here's another thing, man. Here's another thing. This is a bit unrelated. I don't understand the hate that NFL fans are giving Taylor Swift, because every time Travis Kelce scores a touchdown, the camera pans to her. Of course they're gonna do that. That's it's like, dude, I remember anytime Odell Beckham Jr. would go to the sideline and the Giants would go 3-and-out or something like that when he used to play for the Giants or the Browns, they would always pan it to the sideline to see if they can capture OBJ getting mad so they can get views. This is what the NFL does. This is what cameramen do. They do, you know what I mean? So I don't know why people are surprised about stuff like that. I'm not seeing why Taylor Swift is getting hate. And then somebody was saying because she's gonna, I guess people are saying that they're rigging it for the Chiefs to win because Taylor Swift is gonna endorse somebody politically, and I'm like, that's a bit of a reach. that's a bit of a reach. And if Taylor Swift wanted to support anybody, she doesn't need Travis Kelce to do it. But that's just my opinion on it. A lot of people they come at certain people and it just doesn't make sense to me, right? Particularly Kristin J, and because I can never say that guy's last name, and Taylor Swift. So it is what it is.